It's another episode of Viper's Voices, and I guess this episode could be called Viper's Heartache because it's a defeat to the Dubai Capitals in the side's 9th match of the season. And what that means is that the Vipers are still outside the top four with just one match still to play. And in addition to that, the Vipers' fate now is out of their hands. They need MI Emirates to beat the Dubai Capitals in the Capitals' last match on Saturday, and then the Vipers need to beat Sharjah in Sharjah on Sunday, and then it all comes down to net run rate. But there's lots of ifs, buts, and maybes there. I've got Alex Hales alongside me. Alex, you got 66 today from 37 balls. Congratulations for that. But I guess that doesn't count for very much, does it, in your own mind and indeed the team's?
Definitely not. No, it was obviously nice to get a good start. Felt like we played really well in the first 10 overs and then just ran out of a little bit of momentum. It doesn't count for much, I guess, when you score runs in a losing cause, especially in such an important game. But yeah, very mixed emotions.
What a start it was, though. 80 for 1 from the first 6 overs after the side was put into bat. You went off like a bull in a china shop with Phil Salt. Was it premeditated or was it simply see ball, hit ball?
I think he goes about his business like that in general. He's very, very aggressive from ball one, and he actually said to me after 2 balls or 3 balls, I think, he said it's a really good pitch. He thought it was a belter, so that made me want to take the positive option as well. And luckily today it paid off. Felt in really good touch. Ball came on pretty nicely. Even the slower balls were skidding on in the power play, so really wanted to maximise the scoring opportunities in that, because it's not been that easy in the power play so far in this tournament. There's been a bit of swing in seam, so to get a pretty decent pitch and not much swing, we looked to cash in, and that happened today.
66 from 37 balls, as I've mentioned already, 4 fours, 6 sixes. How do you think you played? Is that the best you've played in the tournament so far, do you think?
So far this year, for sure. It's not quite been at my fluid best so far this year, but again, not many top order players have been. There's been a little bit of seam and it's been a little bit tacky up front, so it's been quite tricky. So just tried to hang in there a few times. It's nice to reap the rewards tonight.
100 for 1 after 8 overs, 141 for 6 after 16 overs. What happened?
Yeah, we ran out of a bit of momentum. We lost a couple of wickets, which meant I kind of had to rein it in a little bit. So maybe got a bit defensive against the left arm spinners. Could have been a bit more attacking maybe. But I just thought they squeezed us pretty well and took a couple of wickets and made it hard for us to keep scoring towards the end. But 100 for 1 after 8, you've got to be looking for 200, I think. And it just didn't quite happen tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, their spinners actually bowled 11 overs between them. Was it the sort of surface you'd expect to see 11 overs of spin on, or was that just the way the cards fell?
I think that's just the way the cards fell. It felt like a pretty good pitch. The odd one spun when they gave it a bit of air, but I think their off spinner bowled, Raza bowled 4 overs for 18, which we probably could have looked to be a bit more aggressive to him. But yeah, I thought we bowled pretty nicely and just squeezed us quite well.
130 or 171 off 20 overs, 37 from the last 5 overs. What were your thoughts at halfway?
Personally, I thought it was probably just below par. I thought it was around 180 par, especially with a really small boundary for guys to attack, and it felt like a pretty good pitch when I was out there. So felt like we should have been looking at 180, 190 maybe, and unfortunately just couldn't defend it.
Capitals then 38 for 3 in the power play. That was a terrific power play by the lads, wasn't it?
Brilliant, yeah. We bowled really, really, really well, kept it tight and also took wickets. The power play performance was very impressive. And fair play to Billings and Raza, they took their time. They were both, I think Billings was 19 off 20 and Raza was 13 off 20, so they took their time to get in and then cashed in really well at the end there. So they batted nicely.
Sam Billings, what a sickener really. Obviously a Vipers player last season. And he played absolutely terrifically for the Capitals tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, really, he played very well, and he's looked in good touch the last few months. So fair play to him. It was an excellent knock tonight in a pressure situation for them. So we have to just say well played.
13 off the last over to be bowled by Ali Nazir. What were your thoughts at that stage?
I thought we still had it. I thought he bowled really, really well, and that last ball was a brilliant shot by Raza. So you have to feel for Ali. He was brilliant all game, bowled really, really well. So very impressive stuff from him, and he'll be gutted not to get us over the line. But it's nowhere near his fault for sure. He bowled really, really well.
Does that result? That's the second time the side's gone down to the Capitals off the last ball. But does that result really sum up the season so far?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's a fair analogy. We just haven't got quite enough big moments in the game right throughout the tournament. And on another month we could have easily sat here 1-5, lost 4 and sat Kushti into the finals, but just hasn't quite happened this year. We haven't quite been at our best, but there's still a chance. If Mumbai can do us a little favour tomorrow, there's still a chance we can beat Sharjah and go on and win the trophy. So we just have to remain positive and keep the mood up.
Yes, I was going to say, looking at the table, even though the Vipers now are bottom, 6 points, but out of the three sides in 4th, 5th and 6th, the best net run rate. The Capitals now on to 8, Sharjah on 8, the Vipers on 6. So if the Capitals lose on Saturday to MI Emirates and then the Vipers can beat Sharjah, then you can still sneak in via the back door. How positive are you about that, or is it just, well, as you say, out of your hands now?
It's out of our hands. Well, it's out of our hands tomorrow, so we'll be sat there with our Mumbai shirts on, hoping they can do us a favour. They've been the form team this tournament, so no reason why they can't turn over Dubai. And then if that happens, we just have to go out and be positive and play the cricket we know we're capable of on Sunday. And if we win that, there's no reason why we can't get on a roll and lift the trophy. We know we've got the players to do it. Haven't been at our best so far this tournament, but if we're in there in the finals, we'll all be excited as a group.
Well, there we are. That's all to look forward to. But as Alex Hales says, it's out of the Vipers' hands now. There's going to be a lot of cheering for MI Emirates on Saturday. And then, of course, there's the small matter, if things go the Vipers' way, of beating Sharjah in the final match on Sunday in Sharjah. We will, of course, bring you full coverage of that match, the reaction here on Vipers Voices. So make sure you stay with us.